Kristin with the Rogers Public Library, and this week for Catch 'em All at the Library, we will be focusing on Snorunt. So you have your coloring page in your craft packet. You also have August's Pokemon badge, which is a little Snorunt. And then you have all of these pieces. You should have two longer little orange strips, two shorter little orange strips, a yellow circle, some black pom-poms, a mouthpiece, and these little jewels are going to be our eyes. So the first thing we're going to do is take some scissors and make a cut into our yellow circle, go about to the middle, and then we're going to turn this into a cone like this to make Snorunt's little cloak. It's going to be his head and body, so we want to make sure it fits on there and covers up most of him. And then we're going to take some glue. I'm using tacky glue, but you can also use school glue, and glue the overlap closed for our cone so that it will stay in the shape that we need to make his little cloak. There we go. So there is the start of his cloak. Now we're going to put it on him, and now the tricky part, the trickiest part of this whole craft is going to be cutting out a little triangle so you can see his face. So we're going to make a little cut right here, and then you need to turn and cut a little bit to the side on each side, and then cut up towards the top, but don't go quite all the way up. So we end up cutting out this little triangle of felt. So that he's gonna have a place to look through his cloak. Okay? Next, we're gonna take your longer pieces of orange and we're gonna glue them along the outside of this triangle, like this. Now, if they're a little too long, you can trim them. So I'm just going to take my glue and put a line of glue along the edge here on both sides, and then stick on my little orange pieces. And since mine are going to overlap, I'll put a little dot of glue at the top of this piece as well. All right, so there's our start. Next, we're going to take your shorter orange pieces and glue them across the bottom here. And again, you can trim them if they are too long. So we'll put one piece here and one piece on this side. Looks like I need to add a little dot of glue because it's going to overlap. There we go. All right, so now this is his cloak. He's going to go right in here. So we'll set that aside for just a minute, and let's put his eyes and his mouth on. So we want his mouth to be near the bottom of our pom-pom. So I just put a little line of glue on there. You could also put a line of glue on the back of the mouthpiece, whichever way you prefer, and just stick it on there. And then I'm going to look and see how this is doing. Okay, we can still see his mouth. Now we want to put his eyes on where we can see them, so I'm going to set this down just like this for a moment. Get my eyes. Put a little dot of glue on the back of the jewel for his eye, and then I'll pick him up and stick his eye on where we can see it coming out of his cloak. And I'll do the same thing for the other piece. There we go. Now he's got some eyes that'll still show out of his little cloak. Now I can take that back off for a moment and put his feet on. The bigger or the medium-sized pom-poms are his feet. So I'm just gonna put some glue on the bottom of one and stick it on the bottom of our big pom-pom. And set him down while I get his other foot ready. And then we'll attach that one on the other side. Now he's got some little feet. And the small pom-poms are his hands. And we are going to put those right here under his mouth. I'm just gonna put some little dots of glue right at the bottom of his mouth. And then stick on my small pom-poms. So there he is. And now we just have to put his cloak on him. Now I'm going to glue it on if you'd rather not, so that you can play with them either way with it on or off. You don't have to glue it on, but I am going to glue it on. So I'm just going to add some glue to the very top of my little cape here, and then some on the back, so that it'll stick to him. I'm gonna put it right up here and just press it on there so it'll stay on him. If you would like to glue yours on and you want to put more glue than that, it's just attached right here at the back for mine, but you can add some to the sides if you want, or you can just leave it unglued. But here is our craft for today. Thank you so much for joining me for Catch 'em All at the library. And we will not meet next week because the library will be closed on Monday for Labor Day. So I will see you in 2 weeks. And you can pick up this craft packet at the library anytime by coming to the children's desk or calling during our open hours to pick up the packet curbside. If you would like to come on Zoom to our programs, then just go ahead and register in the link in that description above. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you. Bye.